So we get the sine of t is equal to y. We're talking about x and y being real numbers on the unit circle. Okay, so x and y are real numbers on the unit circle. So sine of t, and I want you to remember this, always corresponds with our y component, meaning that cosine of t must go with our x component, and then the tangent of y, tangent of t goes with your y over x. Okay? Those are our first 3 trig functions, but there's 6 altogether because these, the opposites, the inverses of these, and we have cosecant. So we have cosecant of t is equal to 1 over y, meaning the secant of t is equal to 1 over x. All right, and then our last one is going to be cotangent of t, which is x over y. Okay, and then you see that they're just inverses of each other. The reciprocals, we'll say reciprocals of each other, how they match up. And the way I remember, and you're saying, well, it's kind of hard, sine goes with cosecant. Yes, the s goes with the c goes with the secant, cosine goes with secant, tangent goes with cotangent. So you got to actually commit those to memory, memorize those. There's a lot of memorization involved here, but the more you understand, the more you memorize them, they're going to be at your fingertips, and you just want to pull them out, that you know how all these work. And we talked about the unit circle. We'll get a picture of the unit circle, and we're going to look at 2 triangles that we can pull out of the unit circle. And here we go. And here's our unit circle, and it's x squared plus y squared equals 1. Okay, so here's our unit circle. Again, real numbers. It's x squared plus y squared equals 1. This is our unit circle. And using the unit circle, we're going to pull out 2 triangles. We're going to look at 2 special case triangles. And these values, you should commit them to memory because it make your life that much easier, right? So we're going to pull out the first triangle we'll look at. Our first triangle that we're going to look at is a special case. We have 45, 45. Okay? Knowing that this side is equal to 1, this is also equal to 1. Remember, from the unit circle, 1 by 1. What I'm going to do here, we're going to use Pythagorean Theorem. We say that 1 squared plus 1 squared equals x squared. We're going to use the old a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, and it's all coming together now. So we get that. That's just 1 plus 1, x squared. So we get 2 equals x squared. Take the square root, take the square root. We get radical 2. X is equal to radical 2. Okay? That is a special case triangle, right triangle, 45, 45. You should recognize that. That's happened probably in Algebra 2. You might have seen that. And now we're going to use this. We're going to use these facts to find all 6 of our trig functions. Okay? So we get sine of 45. Sine of 45, and the sine of 45 is going to give us 1 over radical 2. And remember our sine, our good old SOHCAHTOA. Okay, sine, opposite over hypotenuse, adjacent over hypotenuse, opposite over adjacent. Okay, so sine, and then we want to fix that up. Multiply that by radical 2. So we get radical 2 over 2 is sine of 45. Also, in this triangle, this special case triangle, since the cosine and sine are similar to each other, we say that cosine of 45 is also equal to radical 2 over 2. Okay? That is our sine and cosine. And then, of course, we want the tangent. Tangent of 45. Tangent of 45, that's opposite over adjacent. So here's 45, opposite over adjacent, which is 1 over 1, which is just 1. Okay? Not too sexy, but remember, commit these 3 to memory, and then you should commit the other. If you commit those 3 to memory, doing the inverse, the reciprocal is easy because remember, we're just going to flip them. So when we do So let's look at the others. These are the first three. Let's look at the other three.